Yes, good evening, good afternoon, and good night for some people of my fellow friends, depending on your time and your location. It doesn't matter wherever we find ourselves, we must stand there to preach. During maybe this 1 hour, this preaching of redemption must continue. Because this is only why we are alive, and this is what we have come to do. To do what? To liberate our people. And to tell them the truth and what they have to know about what is going on and what is happening, because it is very imperative that we continue letting our people to know. On the headline, we said, let's talk about everything that is happening in Mazinan Kano, happening with Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, happening with Simon Ekpa, happening in Biafra land. Bring it on. Let's talk about it. On comment section, you can list what you think that is causing these problems and all this mayhem. It is very important, and it is very imperative that you do so. So as I welcome you, please try to endeavor to welcome another person by liking the program and subscribing on the program and sharing the program and putting your comments. It is very, very imperative. We are not here to fight any individual, and we are not here for saga. We are not here to do what? To stand with the truth about Biafra. We are here to let you to make a common sense, to make you to understand the little things you have to understand because of our freedom. Because our freedom is unnegotiable. Our freedom is untouchable. You can't touch the freedom of the Biafran people. No matter who you think, no matter whatever you think you can do. No. Anything or anything else you think you are doing it to expose yourself, and you are doing it to do what? To shame yourself, because you can never shame Biafra. And we all know that the movement we are into, two things are combined in this movement: politics and spiritual. And Chukwu Abiyama, who said that Biafra will be restored in our time, that Biafra will not be perished. And that is where we find ourselves today. That is why we continue doing what we are doing. What we are doing is because of what? Because we want to be free from the hands of the killer country called Nigeria, where the old men kill the young, where they said at age of 40, leader youth are leaders of tomorrow. When are you going to be the leaders of tomorrow? When you don't have a place that you can sit, a place you can look and say, yes, this is how we can make it. We're a country that who and a man of 80 years can still turn back to rule on us, to decide from us. But because of this independence of Biafra, where we have come and we said that no born of human being can decide for us. I'm good, man. No born of any individual can control us. That we Biafran people are the one that are going to control ourselves. Today, in the movement of Biafra, a lot is going on. For you to know that Nigeria is not a country, for you to know that Nigeria is not where you belong, for you to know that Nigeria never exists in our life. That is why today, that me and you are talking today, that you need to know that Nigeria does not what? Exist. It's never a country that does not have a law. A country that when you have a case go to court, they will chase out media personnel because of they want to do their magamago. They want to do their injustice. Nigeria is a country of what? Injustice. Olushi, my God, I thank you for coming in. You are the first commentator today. May Elohim bless you as you continue to stand on the right side, on the truth of this movement. And I also want to tell you from here that this platform supports United States of Biafra. that anything they are doing, I accepted it. I casted my vote to have a country called United States of Biafra. I did not casted my vote for a place called Bridge. My vote and the people I helped to cast the vote is about what? For me to have a nation called United States of Biafra. So this platform supports anything at all that is coming from where? United States of Biafra. That is where I belong, and that is what I support. In USB, I stand. Anything they are doing, generally, I stand there. Even if they have made mistake, I will follow them. Because it's only a nation talk to a nation. It's only a country talk to a country. The former president of Nigeria, Bulgaria, said, when they organize themselves and come out as one people, then I will address their issue. That is his address in Al Jazeera. So since then, I understand that only thing that will set me free is what? When we organize ourselves, and now that we have organized, and we are what? Biafran people. We are from USB, United States of Biafra, made up of 40 states and 15 counties and more to come. This is who we are, and this is people I am. This is where I believe. That is why in the time of this movement of Biafra, I have never opened YouTube face and show my face for the first time. The only time I want to show my face, now I have a government who can defend me. Now I have a government who I can be proudly said, my country, the name is United States of Biafra, not IPOB, not Masob, not Autopilot, not Bridge. Now it is what? United States of Biafra. That's one that all of them, even those 70 men in Bridge, adopted and said, we voted on so day that today our name is United States of Biafra. And that particular one, all of them went to Finland and shout, USB, we love you. USB, we love. That is the one I stand for. If you're not on this platform, that you are not standing with that platform, for me, you are a Judas. Please leave my platform for me. I am not here to fight you. I am not here to tell you what you want to belong. But I myself and my family, this is where I belong. This is where I believe. So moving forward, I said, come, let's talk about everything. Today is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court case, and today we all know supposed to be for our lawyers to ask Nigeria witness question. What happened? Because if you follow from the day of the court till today, they are not winning, they are not getting. Biafran lawyers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lawyers, because why I said Biafran lawyer is what? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is answering or being detained or being tortured or being put into all sort of inhuman treatment today because he is fighting for Biafra. He is agitating for Biafra. That is why. And that is why he's doing what he's doing. So the lawyer of Biafran people who are defending our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are winning Nigeria government in all ramification, in all verification, in anything that is happening today, that we all must know that nothing they can make them to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Forget their shenanigans. They want to hide their face in shame. That is why that today our lawyers supposed to question these gullibles. They did what? They chase all the social media out because the embarrassment they are facing in social media, they can't condole it. And their corruption that the social media try to prove they are not a country. They don't have a law. They don't believe in human rights. They don't believe in the right of the law, even their court too. They don't believe in their own court also. You remember there is a time that Tinubu told you that the court is not going to give you justice if you want to justice. So go to your family and get justice. But if you come to court, do not believe in justice. Have you ever seen the world? Have you heard anything from any president of a country in this world? But we have it to the one called Tinubu. When you look at all these things, the shenanigans they are doing today, you ask yourself a question: why are they doing all these things? They are doing it because of what? That we Biafrans want to go home. I said what? Because of we Biafrans want to go home. But the question is, can they stop us? No is the answer. No matter what Tunumbu, no matter what Nigeria government, no matter what they present, no matter how they hide in shame to nail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it can never work. I know that Igbo proverb says, we all know that Nigeria is a country that breach criminality, the country that breach terrorists, a country that does not believe in right, they believe in wrong. That is why everything today is going back. Everything is going what? Is going back. So I want us to understand this and make it a maximum point that we all know that Nigeria government can never win Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even no matter how. Today, one particular person that died some time ago on Sunday, good luck, that we all, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that we don't know him and nothing concerned about his death. Today they bring a letter, tag it, and adopt that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the one, that IP was the one killed those people. Believe me, my brother. This is what that is why they are hiding, because in all social media you will hear even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu trying to let us to know that is nothing like that. We don't know him. The man does not exist. And even the governor of who? The governor of Imo State, who demand that his state come out and say that this is political people that killed this man, not IPOB, that nobody should target. And today they are tagging it on our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is for you to see how criminality, this is how to see how the people is and what they are doing. For you to understand that they are not good and nothing good will come out from Nigeria. That is why they are doing all their shenanigans. See, no matter how you chase those on social media out, you will never stop us. And for you to understand that you can never stop what we are doing, that is why you need to know that it's only Biafran people can stop Biafra. So far, we Biafran people say we want Biafra. There is no amount of propaganda, there is no amount of holding Nnamdi Kanu, there is no amount of holding Simon Ekpa today that will stop it. And look at what is playing out today. Finland is taking what they are doing from what Nigeria government is doing. That is why they still keeping a date of Mazi Simon Ekpa's court case, because they want to see outcome of this man. They want to see how Nigeria government play a hand in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So they can use that the same method in the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa. But Finland, you fail. Now, Nigeria government is the paid master of Finland because their government are waiting for to get the economy boosted through Nigeria. If you ask yourself how much Nigeria is owing to the world, then you will know where you are coming and those who paid you money. Do you see this present Finland president, Alexander Stubb, and the Hayton, the policeman? They have opened, the Nigerian government have teach them how to open an account in Britain, how to open an account in country, how to open one thing, to where Nigerian government borrowed money from another country and paid them for them to silence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. So Finland want to copy Nigeria. That is the shenanigan they are doing on the case of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. These are all things that is happening. Today's court, no social media today carries out what's happening in court. The DSS of Nigeria refuse anybody, and it's well planned and well castrated plan from Nigeria government that this is how they want to do it. Yes, that is their plan. That is what they think they can do. But today, we are here to tell them, no matter how you hide it, we will never accept it. So that is why we that believe in the United States of Biafra must rise up on our feet to defend, because what this government is doing is only what we bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon, but to prove to the world that we are not terrorists. Now, I want you to Connect the dots. You see, Finland are the first country in this world that have called Biafran people terrorists. Because if they say that Obatobia is inciting us, that Smart Simon is leading a terrorist group, do you know what it means? Indirectly and direct to us on our face, they are calling over 1,500 people who went to Finland, pay for hotel, take their flight, and go home without destroying anything, even in the hall or in the protest time. That's the time we had protests in Finland. That those people are people that Finland look at and say that Simon is in a group of terrorists. That's why I told you in that good book we put Finland. It's a high time we have removed their name, and the relationship that their forefathers built with us. This president of Alexander Stubb and the Hayton policeman and their deputy they have destroyed this particular relationship. It's no longer there. They have do what? They have destroyed it because Finland has put themselves in evil, and this evil they are sowing right now, they will repeat the name of Chukwu Okadia. They will never go free. Yes, let's go down to our comment section. We have a Chidubem Emmanuel, my brother. Good evening, my brother. I greet you from here. We have Bridget. I greet you from here. Yes, we are on a very little short break, so I say let me make it to count. Even if it's 1 hour or 13 or 5 minutes, it must be count, because when I don't say this that is in my mind, I can't have rest of mind. But whenever I say that, I have rest of mind. So my fellow Biafrans, look at what is playing out today. You ask yourself a question. Look at what is going on today in Nigeria, and you ask, can justice come? Can Mazen Nnamdi Kanu get justice from Nigeria? I asked the big lawyer who accepted this trial of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, what is your agreement between you and Nigeria government? Because even Aloy Ejimako today did not agree with this trial. And whoever thinking of bringing this man, they have been arranging something at back. That is, since all this while Aloy, so not this while lawyer, but it's Aloy Ejimako is taking this matter, the matter is coming up on social media. Why are you here today and you playing the kangaroo way that so-called Ifeanyi Ejiofor played? Stop Mazen coming to court, and the other one thing about Mazen to be out. I am asking the lawyer Agabi, what is your agreement between you and your Nigeria government about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? We won't keep silent. Agabi, we are asking you, what is your agreement between Nigeria before you convince Mazen Kanu to go into this trial? And in the beginning, we think that we are doing something. Today, what is happening? What is going on? What of in your own handle? What is the things that you people discuss today in this movement, in this court of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Agabi, we are watching you closely. We are watching you closely. We are not far from you. Because if you eventually do what you think that you and Nigeria have an agreement, you are not going to get it easy. It's going to be hotter for you. So for whoever think today that you are doing that's what you are doing, that you want to destroy Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you want to stop Biafra, believe me, you are wasting your time. Biafra is unstoppable. When you arrested Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, we are in an organization or group called IPOB. Today, we have established the IPOB. Sorry, my people, what it really means, we have tell you that the indigenous people of Biafra are now having a government. We have our nation, and we voted for it, and we said that our name of our country, our nation is what? USB, United States of Biafra, where I stand, and where every meaningful Biafra stand for. I ask you, we see I have my non-sec here in the BC. Yes, we are standing strong with our DPM mandates. Yes, so yes, in US government we stand, my brother. That is where I stand. Any day you see me deviate, man, run away from me. No, Any day you see me twisting my mouth, want to know that the evil spirit has possessed, and I pray that that evil spirit will never possess me, because we have suffered. I know what has fallen in the hands of Nigeria, working for them for over 10 years. That is why my prayer is, let Nigeria happen to anybody who is defending Nigeria. Let Nigeria happen to them, because one day we seal hell. Then you continue saying, Mazi said, Maz, you are doing a great job. Keep it up, my brother. God's strength you, my dear brother. Standing strong. Yes, so may Elohim also bless you, Mazi. Those who are in the comment section, may Elohim bless all of you, and protect all of you and guide all of you. Whatever that you are looking for, we will see it. I want to be alive and see Biafra, go to Biafra land and work for Biafran people. Thank you. So going on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Agabi, what is your agreement with Nigeria government about our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before you convince him to accept the trial? Because for over 5 years they stand there will be no trial. That the first thing that they're going to treat is about what? The illegal rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. And even Nigeria court says that because of this illegal rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that no court has right to try him. Today, are you telling us that the court, they have right to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? So what the court said is not true, is what they are telling us, Agabi. And you are King Solomon of a lawyer who want to turn it upside down. We are watching you. Never you allow your family to pay for the pains you are going to cause Biafran people. Be careful of what we are doing with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are not going to accept any irresponsibility, any unwanted judge, any unwanted law on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For over 5 years, he has stand strong, and he said there will be no trial, because return him back to Kenya is what the court ruled. Compensate him. Because of the way we kidnap him and bring him here, that nobody has right to try him. Nobody. That is what the court said. That is what Nigeria law said. Not we Biafran people. Agabi, I call on you again. Be mindful of what you are doing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because that is, you are doing with Biafra, and you are a Biafra also. This is a straight warning to you. This is a straight warning to you. Not now, not ever. He's not going to surrender, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know that right now we have a government and people are there doing the needful. That is why he told that it is his right to agitate for Biafra. He didn't say it's not right to agitate for IPOB. No, it's his right to agitate for what? Biafra. And the Biafra he said his right to agitate is the one that you, America, rushed to Ukraine to tell that it is their inalienable right to form alliance, to choose their partner, to choose their friendship, to choose to be alone, to choose those who will govern them and who will be the president, is what you made us to understand. But the question is, why is it taking America so long before they will come? Is my question. Before they can go to Ukraine. Do you know level of massacre, level of killing, level of injustice, level of life that been wasted in Russia and Ukraine before America will intervene? Before all these world powers they will intervene. Why are they waiting for killing before they will intervene? Because they want their country to have highest population, and why other people's population will be reduced so they can take over you. Yes, it's part of it, and it's something that we all must know. What is that thing that we must know? We need to understand all this, because it is very imperative to know what they are planned. That is why they don't want to interfere in the movement in this fight that we are fighting with Nigeria government for over 100 years. After 1967 to 1970, the war has never ended. And that war is what we are worried today in court, both in Biafra land. Go to Imo State, go to Enugu, in Yamufu, you see the bloody piece that is coming out from cutting people's neck. And they're not seeing it. They are not saying anything about it. Why that when it's come to human rights, it's not for black man, it's not for Biafran people. The human rights is only for white. And even before the world authority will go and serve people there, a lot of things has damaged. You can come to them and borrow money to the place so you can pay them back. Why everything about this world, those authorities of the world, become business? Why are they going to only wear the benefits? Why are they not even trying to give people to live alone? These are the things that when I sit down and look at it, I will say that even United Kingdom, even America, they are corrupt. This is the thing that is happening. When those things are happening, why do they not intervene in time to stop it? Please, my people, like, comment, and share. Please, for other people to hear, to see this program, please like. This thing that is happening in Nigeria and in Biafra land, this war that Biafra and Nigeria continues since after 1960-70 these days. Are you telling me that Finland don't know about it? Are you telling me that America don't know about it? Towards of those who planted this war to eliminate us more and more, United Kingdom, the British themselves, the mass of the colonialism, those who colonize us, and those who are making us, those who want to drive Igbo people, those that never want us to stay, because they know in our upstairs we know more than them. They know that. That is why they want us to be free. That is why when you look at them, if they will not gain anything, they will not come. If they will not gain anything from you, they will not come. That is why you see Southern Sudan today still fighting. A lot of things are going wrong because there is nothing that America will gain. They don't want. Or if they will go, they will plant a queue there. You see all this queue, all this problem happening in Biafra land. Those are behind it is these white people. They say they have EU. They are not talking. A very high recommended people in EU is a Muslim man. That is true. In Nigeria, who they put there is a Yoruba man who always, not even me saying it, who's a very high recommended social media person also said that all these people there, they have colluded with evil and they colluded with Nigeria to bring Biafra people down. But because of Chukwu Okabiama, when the man has now, that is who we are. We are germinating very fast because they think that in the 1967 they are going to wipe us away. But where are we today? We are in every part of the world and we are in the homeland. Do you understand? When we do our referendum, do you know that those in the homeland are those in the homeland their vote was, they voted people in abroad out. Over 50-something million votes we gathered. The people in the homeland, they vote massively. That is where we get highest. That means they want freedom more of those who are in abroad. Because this individual who is in abroad, they want to come home and our people in the homeland will continue worshiping them. You wash their car from it. You see them as someone who comes in abroad. You come, you give you small money. That is what many of them want. That is why they are not talking about Biafra today. That is the reason. I want to play you, if it is possible, if we can have it very clear, because I know I am in a noisy area, depending on where I am for now, where I'm having my break, but I cannot stop. I cannot. I want to try to look for the conversation between Dr. Ngozi Arabeze and the Pan-Africa leader. I want to check it. I want to know if I can see it and play for our people, for you to understand what is going on and what is happening. Because it is very imperative that we follow all these things as they are coming. It is very imperative that we are listening. Today, in the cross-examination of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, nothing really, we are never get any vital information. Let me know whether this is our brother that I always go to the let me know whether he gets information from us. So listen, if he's coming out, let me know.
Much that is on the media. Yes, there were much updates that is on the media. First of all, it's due to the ban. They may go ban and use the phone and some gadgets in the court. So that's why we have a lot of people talking about the updates and analyzing it. Even the shocking part of it is that a lot of my Biafrans that are even looking up to drop full update of female Nakot today. A lot of my drop or any more thing. I will put you guys if a lot of my couples to before drop the reactions of Biafrans. You understand? Because all the other after this cut out cost, I won't lie to people. They expected a lot of my going a breakdown of the Nakot today. But if a lot of my couples was not giving them enough content to get details of the Nakot. So, but before I post you guys, if I allow it, my code drop, first of all, I know this one from Biafran Twitter. This is a channel on Twitter called Biafran Twitter. So, I got to know if they have posted concerning this updates because despite now banning some gadgets, man, they were able to squeeze out information from Ife Nakot. This was what they wrote. Now screen again now. They said Mazi Nnamdi court case adjourned to 22 May 2025 as previously scheduled for continuation of trial. If we never have not normally to get last week, no. 21st and 22nd argument court hearing. And tomorrow Gaga continues. So and they went further to say, despite the ban on media reports being before, due to the ban of phones and gadgets usage, few reports squeezed out from the courtroom. So, abandon the use of gadgets and phones, anything that would transfer even court out to the public, abandon. But they were able to squeeze out some information. And then the information they were able to gather. So listen, they said Defendants Counsel Agabi San has tendered all favorable judgments of IPOB since 2015 to the court as evidence to rely on and in turn counter that of the prosecution. Get your my here now. Defendants Agabi, will you say, are you aware the Director General of DSS ordered Nigerian citizens to defend themselves from any form of attack? Then the second person in mass happened to testify. Said, I am not aware. So some people have updated that drop and we go on other answers. They want to say, I am not aware. I don't know my Lord. I am not aware. I don't know my Lord. Then we go bring the and court today. Mary Aloy in my car drop on much updates. So now let's go fast. So if Barrister Aloy in my post that really got Biafrans very upset. In our screen again, if I would Twitter Aloy in my court immediately after the court hearing today, in our phone 27 minutes ago, and the update said cross-examination of prosecution witness. FRN versus MNK, that is Federal Republic of Nigeria versus Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which commenced today shall continue tomorrow, 22nd May, of which I follow it my court tweeted. Then it is in a comment section in Chibu because Biafrans are the action and keep us out Biafrans because they didn't get much information they needed after the court hearing for today. So the first comment from Slem 2 also want to reply a lot to my gospels was to give an update on what happened today in the Zoo Injustice Court before talking about tomorrow. There are more funny comments. So and 90% of comments there we are lashing at Aloy Jimanko, you understand? But you know, man, Aloy Jimanko put some time ago, see that Mahamani would say everything, every day they will be bringing updates. No. So I don't blame him much for actually not giving full details. So let's go to the second person who commented. The second person, Biafra Nation News, said, why are you not giving details, sir? So let's go again to the next person. Odo Joseph said, Nnamdi Kanu case is not giving us joy anymore. Why are they hiding the updates? So let's go ahead to King Erickson.
Yeah, this is an update. You see today, there is no update in court about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court case because Nigeria has been getting it lost. And the what they are receiving from all the lawyers of Biafra, all Biafrans who defend Mazi Simon is proving otherwise to them. That is why you can see them. They are not talking anything. And that is why they are abandoning social media. Because when it's not favoring them, they are doing what? They will start doing what? Banning social media. They will start resisting some social media. They will start doing all manner of evils. And we know them as those who are doing evil. I want you to understand this because all these things that is happening, it is things that we all have to know within ourselves. See, when we say that Nigeria is corrupt, my people, try and understand that particular part. And that is part of why When Tinubu or a big they say it big country like Nigeria, they are Nigeria. Those who believe in Nigeria, they can not give an update of a man who they forcefully kidnapped and bring back to Nigeria. What else do you want? Because what they want is not what they are seeing. Even though that we don't know the plan of this particular lawyer, Agadi lawyer, who wants Mazen Kanu to go on trial, because we all know that Mazen Kanu said no trial. You will first clear the case of rendition, and we all know how they come to what, how they come and kidnap him in Kenya and bring him back to Nigeria. Today, you think that you shall leave all these things and you will do injustice. We Biafrans will never allow any injustice on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And I want you to also understand there is no way we are going to get justice for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu through court. Remember that the first time they kidnapped, that's why I said, come, let's talk about everything that is happening. In the court, you find out there is no justice and there is no way Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will get freedom, we get justice from Nigeria government. Have it in back of your mind. Have it at the back of your mind. Because it is very imperative that you understand this particular aspect of what I'm saying right now. So when it's come to what we are doing and why we are doing it, it's only in our government will help us to do what? To bring down Nigeria government and release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. I said what? It's only on our government that we bring down Nigeria government and bring up and bring out Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, I want you to listen to Dr. Masanga and Dr. Ngozi Orebeze, Pan-Africa leaders, what they are discussing yesterday about the movement of Biafran people. It's also very, very imperative that you listen to this, because when we tell you follow who no road, don't think that we are playing. Forget these people that on social media ranting. Look at the president of France, of Finland. Do you know where the countries where he's moving? The kind of things are going wrong. The countries that are killing their youth. A country like Kenya, a country like Tanzania.
As far as I know,
so
this man is very, very
we are going to listen for their conversation and what they discussed yesterday about we Biafran people and why we are doing what we are doing. You see this present Finland president, he is going to bring destruction upon Finland, because now he moves their country where they kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
Our degree of doctor Biafra.
So as we are going to listen and understand why, when all these things are going wrong, and why Nigeria government is doing what they are doing today. So Masang, we want to hear what they discuss together. Listen, our
I'll make the world a better place. Again, my name is Dr. Ngozi Orebeze. I'm the Chief of Staff, Deputy Prime Minister to the newly declared United States of Biafra that exited from Nigeria November the 29th, 2024. First, let me thank you, Dr. Masanga, for taking out your time from your busy schedule to be able to impact this knowledge to the listeners and to the world. It is a good thing to some of us listeners. Again, back on the topic, on the Commonwealth, the relevance and all that, I think you kind of gave a good summary of what and where we need to be, what is going on. And the question is, has this Commonwealth, what impact has it made to make the world a better place? That is the question. What have they made? And I think I totally agree with the last speaker. These things start from us.
from our communities, from our wards, from our territories, from our counties, and from our different states. As you all know, the United States of Biafra has 40 states. We have 15 counties in a state. We have the wards and we have the other communities and all that, the districts. The help we need is in us. The help we need starts from us. Nobody can do that for us. Our orientation, the way we see things, our perspectives, our plans, our priorities needs to be reset. Because we cannot get or make the world a better place or get the best for our community when we play second fiddle wherever we go. Even in our own countries, when we used to be in Nigeria, the Biafrans play a second fiddle in almost everything we do. After the end of the war between Biafra and Nigeria, between 1967 and 1970, nothing has changed till date as we speak. But you still see some Biafrans that partner and collude with the Nigerian state to unleash this mayhem, these killings, these deaths, this terrorist act against their own people. They are the politicians, just like the last speaker has said, that get bribed along the way. They see money and they sell their conscience. So if they sell their conscience among their fellow Africans, why can't they sell it outside? So the changes we need must start with us. Just like the United States of Biafra have declared their independence and have exited Nigeria, and now putting measures in place to make sure that we defend our land and remove all the foreign invaders from the United States of Biafra. It must be a collective push by the whole Biafrans, and that is exactly what we are doing right now. The change will not come from abroad. It's not going to come from heaven. It must come from within us. Being able to set our priorities right. Being able to establish a country where our children or our grandchildren are going to be happy, live peacefully, without mingling, without reintegrating, with no terrorists rehabilitated and reintegrated, just like you have in the Nigerian state, where almost all the communities in the northern part of Nigeria has been taken over by the terrorists. So it starts with us. And some of the communities, some of the leaders I've talked to abroad, some of them do not even have a clue what is going on in some of our African countries. Some of them have no clue. So we must be resistant. We must persevere. We must be able to bring our stories, not just bringing the stories to rewrite it, but take the appropriate actions to ensure that that equity, justice exists, not just for people outside, but also for us that are Africans and in our communities and in our nations. That is what we have to do.
This is conversation yesterday.
The Commonwealth, when I give people an example, I said, look at what happened between Ukraine and Russia. The war that was there. The United Nations was there. They were member nations. What happened? Did they intervene? No. Did they intervene at the right time? No. Did they intervene maybe afterwards? Yes. But how many thousands of innocent people died before that intervention? How many thousands of people were murdered on both sides before that intervention? So if a body like United Nations cannot do anything to stop the thousands of killings of innocent people, then what can Commonwealth do? What can they do? Especially in a system where you have some countries bribe their way all through to the top leadership positions in these organizations. They bribe their way. For example, in the United Nations, After the extraordinary rendition of the Biafran leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from Kenya to Nigeria, a committee was set up by the United Nations to look into that case. And at the conclusion of the investigation, everything, the United Nations, they told Nigeria to leave Nnamdi Kanu and compensate him. Did they do that? No. Till today, they are still trying in Nnamdi Kanu in Nigerian court. So where's the justice? So, being a member of the United Nations, has he solved any problem?
He's from Biafra land, so they will never want him to. So they cannot get it serious.
It's just so much going on, and I'm very, very happy you brought this up. But the African Union, the Commonwealth, the United Nations, some of this, when you look at the precedents and what some of these organizations really do, then you begin to ask yourself, what is their whole essence? At the end of the day, most of them, they're not there to blame anyone. They're not there to say whether this country is right or that country is wrong. No. But there are key elements playing in the background to ensure that some people continue to remain marginalized, continue to remain oppressed, continue to suffer the innocent one, and in favor of those that can bribe their way. But I think it will be a collective effort when we stand together and be able to say, you know what, these injustices must stop. Even if when one fails in one organization, in one setup, in one court, we must continue to escalate it until our voice is heard. But more importantly is what we do in our individual nations, in our homes, to ensure that we set up standards that will make our countries and our nation the best anywhere, comparable to anywhere in the world.
I hope I am coming out live and clear. I hope the voice is coming.
So, that is just my little point I want to chip in this instance. It is just so much going on when you have those in quote established nations. They do not respect the rule of law. They do not follow the guidelines of these organizations. Just like you mentioned, Nigeria, one of the charters that they signed, they didn't submit that. And then nobody can hold them accountable because they know what they're doing. They will always leave those open room to...
Madam Prime Minister,
before Dr. Basanga says something, before we continue, there is one thing I want to understand what DPM said. All this union, world power, United Nations, EU, AU, African this, African that, they are not doing anything for you and I, because Nigeria bribed their way into all this organization and they are the head of it. Today, because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa is a black man. When they move to fight for the freedom of their people, they tag them terrorists. You see this country called France, oh my God, they have used France to buy people, the world leaders, so much. You see all the ones that died in Africa, Nelson Mandela, Kwarakumi, or name all of them today, who murdered them. United UK, British will give France the money. They will send assassins to troops to kill. That is why today they are in Burkina Faso. And Chubu Okabiam are giving Ibrahim Traoré a sense he is dealing with them and destroying them. He is capturing them day in, day out as they are coming in. So I want to understand, they said when Russia and Ukraine is fighting, you later see them after they have destroyed a lot of things in Ukraine. Ukraine destroyed a lot of things in Russia. That is when they will see them interfere. They will keep silent for you people to kill themselves before they will come. Do you know why they go to France? They go to Russia, Ukraine, and tell Ukraine that the inalienable right because they are white. Because they are white. That is why our freedom is in our hand. Our destiny is in our hand. Biafra, stop sleeping, wake up. Support United States of Biafra with your fund so we can go home. Look at what is playing out today. Look at the killing. Look at the bombing. Look at the armor tanker. Look at everything going on. And the only time, that's one thing that we never had in this movie. What is that thing? Government. We have never had it. Starting from time immemorial, starting from time of Ojukwu to time of Masob or Wazurike, the time of Mazen Nandekano. It's only on the time of Mas Simon era that we have government. So that is why somebody like me, I must stand with this government, and I believe that any new baby must make a mistake before he grows up. So if this government make any mistake today, I will stand with them with that mistake. Because the world will know nothing about us. Oh, don't you know that the world, I don't want to mention a name. Don't you know that the world, they said, the so-called white people said that population of the people in Africa are becoming too much, that they want a way to eliminate people in Africa, to buy people in Africa so they can be able to do what? To take over the world. That's what they are doing today. So you see why they are allowing Nigeria killing Biafran people. They want a way to eliminate us, so population to be small, so the population will be growing. They will find a way to bring us down. It's only when a man comes to where 5 people stand together and they take 2 away from 3. What they are doing, they are dividing people. They're also telling you how you can attack one another, how you can kill yourself. That is the method of what the world is doing right now. That is why they don't interfere in what is happening on in Africa. What Nigeria government is doing to Biafran people right now. They don't want us alive. They never loved us. Even though that we are in their country, being the most obedient citizens in their country, be the most obedient people in their country, contributing, they want us to be contributing to their end. Do you know that a lady who find out what they use to solve COVID-19 is an Igbo man? Is an Igbo person. It's a Biafran woman, a Biafran man. But they bring her down because they don't want her name to sell. Go and check. Go and check. Go and verify what I'm telling you today. Ask of those people that put effort to stop COVID-19. They are Igbo people like me and you. They are Biafran people that work hard to research, because they said that after God, now Biafran people, they said they don't want to find another Japan, another China. That is why they don't want us to go, and that is why you have to support this government so you can go home and promote promote your land, to establish your land, to establish your life, for your life to have a well meaning, to your life to be respected, to your life to be valued and cared for. That is why you see this government today fighting tooth and nail, and the enemies among us are coming here and there to think that they can bring us down. No matter what they do, they can never bring us down. That is why you have to support this government. That's all Obatobie said. Protect the mandate, Ngozi. You are the surrogate, Ngozi. You are the COS, Ngozi. 5-man committee, those who will scream the people that are going to work with the nation of Biafra upon that will never they declare it. Select them, keep them down. That is how government rolls. And forget the individuals who collected money and sell their own freedom. They did not sell my own freedom. My own freedom is in my hand. Then we have to take it by supporting United States of Biafra under the leadership of Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. Let's go to Dr. Masanga and hear how we narrate this issue. So you know that a lot is happening. Today you will hear something. Let's continue listening.
On that one, sorry to give you more meat. On that issue, you the leaders of political groups, you the leaders of institutions, all institutions like yours, take it up with African Union, take it up with Commonwealth, make it a daily break that where are the documents? There is no document.
All corrupt.
There is nothing in the Commonwealth that shows that people were killed in Onitsha, Enugu, Abia State. Nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing. All these things were erased. Patricia Scotland erased them to get in connivance with Nigerian government of Buhari.
Yeah.
And Tinubu. the tall Fulani man erased them, also ate the same documents. So,
do you hear Dr. Masanga telling you that a Fulani man is in EU, in UN? So how do you want us to go? And he also said that the video of these killings of Biafrans in Enugu, in Impo, in Onisha, in Ojiri, in Igbocha, that they did not raise it up. That with those documents, those videos of those killings need to be coming out so they can be able to present it. No matter, listen, you will hear something.
People who have died for all these years, ladies and gentlemen, when I think there's a woman, there's a lady here, a sister of mine here, who worked with these organizations. What happened usually? I asked the secretary, the chairman of the new chairman of the African Commission. I went, I said, where are the documents? The only documents that started flickering in are Masanga's documents showing complaining letters recently, but all the letters, the documents of touching the killings in southern Cameroon, the killings in Biafra, and I believe killings in other places are missing, especially the Biafran one.
Because that is why YouTube put restriction, because they don't want the truth to prevail. Do you think that this world, they know what they are doing? That is why the owner of Facebook put restriction. That is why you see them today posting restriction here and there in what we are doing. They don't want those things to come out to prove that what we are saying is right. They don't want the people that are listening to know that we are true. They only want what they post to become the truth. That is why you see restriction. If you put anything shows killing and blood, they block your YouTube, they block your page in there without wasting time. So that I want us to understand where we are. They have bribed them. They have bribed the owner of the YouTube. That is why he put restriction, because they don't want the killing to stop. They don't want us to be free, because the horror films, the horror killings coming in Biafra land is too much. Dr. Masanga said that all these things are not documented. That is only on his Dr. Masanga document is where you will see, or you will see today, all these killings. My people, do you understand? That is why we need to do whatever humanly possible to make sure we defend our land by ourselves. Freedom is not being given, it's being taken. Are you ready to stand with the United States of Biafra to take your freedom? If you are, on the comment section. If you are, come to fundraising. If you are, stand up and do something the needful. The only thing you can do anywhere you are today is no longer protest. You support the government for them to see money to buy equipment to defend our land. That is only what you have to do as a human being, as somebody who says, yes, I stand up to take my freedom. How are you taking it? Is it by hiding your face? No, it's by you coming out. Either you come to social media or you support the fundraising every Saturday, or do it on your own. This is the truth. This is the fact that we all must know. This is the fact that we all have to understand, because it is very, very imperative that you understand this. The world don't want us black to be free. They want to continue making us. They want to continue pressing us down. They want to tell us how superior they are and how inferior we are. Do you believe we are inferior? For me, I am superior. I am not inferior. That is why I have to take my freedom by myself. That is why it's on social media today. To contribute my own quota. To make sure, even now doing this, I also contribute on the fundraising. Are you contributing? Are you supporting? What are you doing? Are you on social media gossiping? See, the world know who is DPM. They know the meaning of COS, and they had all the voice when Mazman Kano said, protect the mandate. That is why the well-meaning people in the world are talking with who? Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. That is why they address her as the DPM, as the Prime Minister. That is where Dr. Masanga addresses him. Can Ogenkere go such a place and narrate all these stories? Bring him out now. Only person answer, he run away. The individuals who follow him told him not to come, because he will bring shame upon them. Because what he's doing is what he don't know. You can't give what you don't have. Mwamugu, oko. Let's listen, my people.
Madam?
Yeah.
The Biafra one is a Yoruba man called Bankole.
I hope his voice is coming out.
He doesn't like you Biafrans. He is using
the Yoruba man who is there. Dr. Masanga said that he doesn't like us. They only take people who hate Biafran people to put in all this organization. That's why I say they can never help us. We have to help ourselves through our government. Do you hear Dr. Masanga telling you that a Yoruba man who is there hate us? Did he hide his voice when he said it? He said a Yoruba man who is in the UN, in EU, and all these organizations that they hate you people. They don't want to say anything about Biafra. And today you will see some afraid for social media ranting and shouting, calling the chief of terror. You are deceiving yourself. Let's continue.
I went to studio. And when I warned the people about this French originated AU, people laughed at me. I'm glad that some of them are here today. I am glad. I'm glad that Masanga is here. The Pope on Sunday, the first service of Pope Madame Dr. Ngozi, the Pope called upon countries of war to stop. Did you hear an African country call?
No.
The new Pope we have now call for war to stop. He called Ukraine. He called Russia. He called Hamas. He never called any country in Africa. That is racist. That is when I told you they don't want us. You can understand it through Dr. Masanga. Are we the ones saying it? No, not Biafran people. He called for all this place. There is a war that the world is. I'm telling you about this, the new Pope. He never mentioned Africa. But if you come to money, Africa are generating money. I know how much my state, the old state of Anambra, generated for because of a new Pope is coming. But he never mentioned about the killings going on, about the war going on in Africa today. No, he only mentioned those are white like him. They value themselves. They never value. That is why we must do everything to support government, and we can be free on ourselves. Let us not depend on anybody. That is why I said our government to use what we have and get us what we want. We can't continue on fundraising. People are getting tired. This is the truth you must know. This is the truth you must understand. These things have to always come in your mind. People are getting tired of fundraising. From 2012 to now, people are doing fundraising how many years? This oil in Ukraine, this oil made Finland that to collude with Nigeria to detain Simon Eber and tag him terrorist on his charge today. What they want oil. You know, look at a country like Nigeria who give a Hamas a place to make money in North. Hamas, they call terrorists. They call the leader the terrorists. Nigeria give them what? Give them a space for them to mine gold and make money and continue fighting to Israel. Do you understand? When you sit down listening to all these things on nobody will help us. We only have to help ourselves. Biafran people, as now we have come together, have our government, we must come together. We must support the government to do the needful. And we also ask the government to use what we have to get us what we want. Go on agreement with country who accepted us to give us what we want. Give them the oil is not finishing. If Oju could know that the oil will never finish, you could have go and allow. You could have agreed with Russia, because Russia first come to Biafra to Ojuku. Do you need our help? Give us oil. Do you understand? Today, because of oil, Finland is holding my Simon Eber. Today, because of what they will gain, they are attacking us terrorists. Finland is to be the first country ever in the world that called their people terrorists by charging them as Nandekan. So Finland have copied Nigeria to act like Nigeria. Yes. Finland has copied Nigeria to act like what? Like Nigeria. Yes, my brother. not going back to Egypt, my brother, it's not for mouth. It's by supporting the government through your fundraising. And I know you are doing that. So continue. We can never go back. Forward ever, backward never. That is why we don't believe in spirit of fall back. One no people mazin do this and yesterday. You can only go to tomorrow. That is where I hold everybody. I am going to tomorrow, not yesterday. Yesterday has passed. So falling back is in our past, not in our present, not where we belong. If you listen to Dr. Masanga, he told you that a Yoruba man is in the head of what represents Nigeria in the EU. That is why the told you that they bribe their way, because the world, all the world are corrupt people, are leaders of the world. If you are waiting that Donald Trump will give us Biafra, you are deceiving yourself. That is why I said, Biafra government to use what we have, get us what we want to defend our land. Because the only thing the world is hearing is boom, 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 bah, 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 bah. When it's going like 5 or 1 year, you see them, they will come. When they see it openly, they will come. And the mind you listen, now talk before you buy, before police are there. And that was what was Mass Simon Epa doing. They feel like taking Mass, they have never learned their lesson. The what? They think that taking Mass and the kind of way will stop Biafra resurrection. That's the same thing they think that taking Mass Simon Epa will stop our declaration of independence of Biafra. But did it stop? The answer is no. Nothing has stopped. And better, we are moving forward fast. No people Bible saying na nchere obi na echere for ogologo oge na-eme ka obi na-arịa ọrịa. Igbo anyị sọ onye eji akpa na asaa wee na-agwọrọ ọgwụ, onye eji akpa asaa wee na-emere ọgwụ, si nye otu ka ọ na-emeta ọnụ ka ọ wee dị ndụ. Ndị nwe okwu abụ United States of Biafra government. Use what we have, get us what we want to. We will be doing our fundraising, but we want you to do more. We want you to understand our feelings, we want to understand our pains, because the time we are into is no longer the era when only the fundraising can carry us. Use what we have, get what you want. That is what is keeping us down today. Let us go and do it. Do the needful. Let us continue listening to Dr. Masanga.
I'm not a Catholic. Did I hear anything?
No.
He said Pakistan, Gaza, Ukraine. So we are on our own.
The bishop mentioned. The African bishop
spoken for us. The AU that they chose, that they harassed Masanga, a bad man in Africa. At least, if this Raila was in there, I would push him. I would go to that office and say, Raila, please, people are dying here. Let's go. We almost killed. We are almost killed with Raila in Abidjan. I was there when we were fleeing Babuko. Raila was there with me, with Mbeki. We are the last people who left before the French quarter forces come to Abidjan. Now this man here, even when I saw him address his first press conference, he was like he was like an animal whose feathers have oil. Let me laugh again. Those who harassed me, one of them is here. And Elias, I want you to come up and be frank and tell me, is this your choice? There you are. And I'm still alive. God came to me. God came to me to see this. I want the people. I want the people. Nobody will tell me that I never want you. I told you you are choosing a French puppet who doesn't even send a message to Gaza. There is a man, a stupid crank called Gaza in Zimbabwe, who is wearing a uniform, coming on TV, threatening everybody. Hey, you, why can't you declare him a negative element? Where is AU? Is he? You see that? Masanga told you. Now today, I am laughing. When I saw this guy from Djibouti talk, I said, oh my God, it's good God gave me strength. And made me, my father paid school fees, and I walked on foot, and I got tools of analysis. I can talk better than this guy. Look at this guy. Useless, useless, useless. He can't even condemn anything. Americans came and hijacked our program in DRC. They took. Now the 5 presidents that we selected, madam, are just sitting there, and I hope they are not earning dollars. If are these people not earning dollars? Lion, my brother from Zimbabwe, these guys are earning dollars. America just came and said, sign here, sign, money, oil, we shall give you troops. So who troops are going to kill whom? Are troops killing trees? Who should be speaking? Who should be speaking for Africa? It is African, you know.
Nobody's speaking of Biafran people.
But the guy is like a chicken that has fallen.
We have to put our story by ourselves.
And when I was speaking, some people thought, oh, I don't want God when I go. When I meet him, I don't want him to ask me. I gave you chance this year to stay on earth. You didn't speak. I had me, Dr. Mazanga, have spoken my life on Africa. At times, I walk hungry, taking coffee, cup of coffee, running from one country to the other for Africa. I will do it until my last iota on planet Earth. But here are people, I told you. Now Africans learn to listen to your fellow Africans like us.
Biafran people rise.
I told you that
Rise
this
and
man
take
of
your
Djibouti
destiny.
is betraying you.
Rise and support your
Now
government
here you are.
because we have
Soon
come
you are about to
together.
cry.
We are no longer in
The
a
first
group.
country
We
to
are no
cry
longer
is South
among them.
Africa now.
We are now.
White people are going.
We are now people of Biafra.
And nobody is making
We
a
have a
statement.
nation. United States of
They are
Biafra.
going back. That's very good.
That is
For
where
me,
we
Matanga made my
Right.
statement. I said reverse recolonization. Very good. You came here, you lied to us of the Bible, you lied to us of this thing, you gave us some English which we speak now. But you, while we are speaking English, you are stealing our things. So if you now go back, maybe we can have a license. Matanga might not see that license. But the younger generation on this platform that Matanga is preaching to will pick up.
Please, I want you to listen.
Thank you so much, Dr. Masanga. I hope you get all the message clear. He's calling what? He's calling African to rise up. He said that the killer is why we ask you, wherever you see this thing, Biafra, record it on video, speak English, so the world can understand what is going on. Because that's why I told you, in freedom, Igbo language it doesn't get freedom. Freedom does not speak Igbo language. Freedom speak only English. Oh, when the Bible has no Igbo, na azota na wazobute. Anyị enwetabe onwe anyị mmadụ abịa na-agbaga na ya na-ebu ụmụ ndị gboo na ya bụ ụmụ aja na ya bụ ada mmụọ. All that thing cannot get you Biafra. Ihe ahụ na-eme bụ context ka ọ na-ekreti with Igbo language. That thing can never. It's only through this English that we are speaking that word we pass across and hear and pay attention and want to know what you are doing. To say why are you on social media? What are you saying? We are telling the world that they are killing Biafran people. That the Nigerian government is killing us every day since 1967 till now. They are massacring our people. Fulanis are killing people today in Yamufu. Fulanis are killing people in Imo State, brought by governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodimma. These things I want the world to know. Because of all this marginalization, because of all this inhuman treatment, because of all this torture, because of that our land is under siege. When we mean siege, what do we mean? Since I was born, I see military tank in Biafra land. From my home to where I am going, I see more than 4 checking point with armor tanker, with those covering their face with gun. That is what they don't want us to. They don't want the world to know about us. But we are here today to tell our story the way it is. My fellow Biafrans, we must stand up. We must stand gidigbam with our two legs by supporting United States of Biafra. Forget those in social media ranting and making noise. I want you to understand it. I want you to know that our freedom is in our hand to take it. That nobody will give us freedom. Nobody will make it right for us. It's only we that will come together and make it right for ourselves. That is the truth of the matter. That is what we see doing today. And I want you to continue standing with the nation of Biafra. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to continue standing. Continuously standing. Forget those who are jubilating. People like Ojo Zokan, who said that he's going to be end of man Simon Neighbor, that he treated him, that man Simon threatened him, threatened to kill him. These are those who work with the fallback Fulani Bridge to submit fake evidence, fake witness against Mazen Simon Neighbor in Finland. The so-called petty in fallback Bridge said, call Imam Madabu the senior advocate of one Nigeria. You see some little things there today. They are things that yes, the rest has fall back. They are fools. They are idiots. They don't have common sense. Their common sense is not working, because if their common sense is working, they will understand. Tomorrow we are going to have many voices of Mazen and Kanu telling you those to attack and those not to attack. The same rule that Tokunozo Rabbis take today, and they are making mockery of themselves in social media. Bridge is where we are, to once where we stay to get our nation, United States of Biafra. See, in life, there is a stage of life in school. There is nursery school. Nursery school or motor primary school. Primary school and motor secondary school. Secondary school and motor university. Do you understand? This is how it is, and this is where we are. Whenever someone finishes secondary school, he said he has graduated, so he will put a very important document to go and get a good job. That is where we are. We have declared, we have passed all this. So this last one, United States of Biafra, is now. Do you see that nursery school is under university? Primary school is under university. Secondary is under university. This is university is under graduation. We have graduates. That is also when you are doing election. Primary school is under primary election is under party. Primary election is what? Is under what? Under party. Party is under what? Country. And now that you use the name of the party to win primary election, you use the name of the party to win secondary election. Does it mean that when you declare your nation or when you win election, you go back to the party house? The answer is no. So it's unavoidable. We must continue to stand on the truth. We will never deviate. Let the world know freedom is all what everybody wants. It's everybody's right to have your freedom. We are asking EU, we are asking United Kingdom, we are asking America, we are asking all the world powers that we Biafran people want our right. It's our inalienable right to choose who will govern us and who will be our president. It's a time, enough is enough. Take your right. What belongs to you is what belongs to you. Do not take someone something, but that one does not put you in trouble. In this movement we trust, and in this United States of Biafra is where we stand. No going back. Ahead. Airborne. From me, from here. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.